Hi Chicken Gang and friends, Tesla is all-time high, Lemonade is high, Square is high, Bitcoin is high. Most of you following me, your account must look pretty good now, right? I know what you're thinking. Thoughts on profit taking is going on in your head to lock in the gains. Because I have been there. I'll be sharing with you your options and what I'm going to do. It's important for me to do this video because eventually all of you will reach a point where you will have enough money for a decent life, provided you don't donkey. Decent life and not a life of luxury. I'm not talking about using that money to buy a Lambo. If you have that much money, hey, help others, man. How insignificant of a person you must be to drive a Lamborghini. Come on, man. And so in this video, it's not for those who drive Lambos. Instead, it's for people, normal people like you and me, normal people who eat Subway sandwich. Anyway, later this week, I'll be donating another $2,000 for animal conservation. I'll post it on Twitter once I'm done doing so. Thank you all for the likes and helping me make a difference. Thank you so much. Here are your three options. Option number one, do nothing. This is the option I'm doing. If you are selling, I need to warn you if you do this. There is still plenty of upside, and I'm not selling despite Tesla stock hitting all-time high this week. Holding is the simplest thing to do, yet the hardest. I'm glad a lot of my nagging helped you guys along the way up. Anyways, I'm certain that Tesla's market capitalization will surpass Apple in roughly 5 years, being the most valuable company in the world. Tesla just started. Frank just tweeted this, I'll link this below. Stock price is a function of supply and demand, and for him, the expectations of the long-term financial performance, risk levels, opportunity costs, and some others. So he thinks that the Tesla bear case would be 2 to 3,000 and 4 to 5,000 if they solve full self-driving. And the bull case, $10,000 to $12,000. He also thinks that Tesla has to be $2,000 to $3,000 before he will personally start looking for alternative. If you visit his Tesla blog, his write-up on Tesla is the most extensive I've ever seen. Do go take a look. I also shown you this tweet from JPR77. Currently, we are around here, and you see, we have so much more to go. I'll link this tweet below. For me, I did a few videos on Tesla being a $4 trillion company. I can't sell now. In fact, it is still a buy for me, just dollar cost average. I repeated this like few million times. Every day I get the same comments, can I buy? And every time my answer is the same. Look, I don't understand why people focus on selling things that works. The next 10 years is all about decarbonization. Tesla Energy is going to rock the boat so hard here. This is a huge hint. I can't share more. I can only hint and emphasize. This is option 2 and 3 if you absolutely have to. Not recommending, but who am I to judge? Every one of us are in different situations. If you do so, I just want you to do it right. Thinking of capital preservation is good. The problem is moving into the wrong capital preservation asset is going to be very, very painful. That's why I'm doing this video. I covered this before. There are two ways to invest your money. Number one, capital growth, and number two, capital preservation. Capital growth is for growing your money from $1 to $10. Capital preservation is making sure your $10 remains at $10. When people move their money to capital preservation, it is a risk on to risk off move. I had this conversation with two of my friends. One said to move the money to an index. The other one said they will move it to a stable dividend company. While in theory this makes all sense, it's a move that I wouldn't suggest. The money is still in the stock market, and to me, the stock market is a risk-on asset. Stable companies, dividend companies mostly grow with inflation, and if the stock market tanks, everything drops. It is not risk-off. Here are your remaining choices: bonds, precious metals, Bitcoin, real estate, or store the cash in the bank. Bonds are plain stupid. I'm not even going to explain. Precious metals like gold. My issue with gold is if gold price goes up, I can guarantee more mining will be done, adding more supply, causing inflation. A perfect example recently is oil hitting over $100 per barrel. Do you remember like a few years ago? All the new technology surfaced to dig more than we can ever consume. Naturally, supply up, oil price drop. How about cash in the bank? Cash in the bank means money is going to be worth less the next day. 30 years ago, you could buy a house with $50,000. Now, for the same house, it's 1 million. What changed? Nothing. The cash in the bank is nuts. This leaves us with two options, Bitcoin and real estate. So here is option number 2, moving some to Bitcoin. I covered why Bitcoin is a good place for capital preservation previously. That video I did got 200,000 plus views, and those who took action, congratulations. You need to understand the financial system is a very rigid system. For example, the coding is still done in COBOL. COBOL is designed in 1959 and is still used today. Financial systems are stubborn to change for very obvious reasons. So Bitcoin has passed the test of time. In passing the test of time, financial institutions are now starting to push money into Bitcoin. So with big money inside, it is harder for government to ban Bitcoin. Financial institutions can lobby Congress. As Bitcoin is volatile, it is not for those with a weak heart. I'm super comfortable with volatility. It takes years of investing to master this art. The art of doing nothing. It's a lot harder than you think. Option number 3, move some of it to real estate. Okay, if the whole world falls, your real estate is not to go zero. Your money will only grow with inflation, meaning to say, no actual growth. The function of the house is still the same. A few walls, a few windows, few doors, and a bed for 69. No real value added. Real estate is just a good place, proven with the test of time for capital preservation. Of course, in real estate, please have some basic knowledge to buy the right property at the right price. So now, wrapping up, for me, going with option 1 is a no-brainer, which is do nothing and continue to dollar cost average. You notice I beat most professionals and most gurus by doing so. I don't buy into the hype and try to find the next gem. Come on man, do you see me posting the next 3x, the next 10x every other week like some donkey YouTubers just to gain views? Or do you see me keep talking about hype stocks? I simply chill, relax, and win all of them. Less is more. For those who sold earlier and waited for a drop, you know the pain. Each time the stock hits an all-time high means you could have made so much more by doing nothing. I hope this video helps. Appreciate the thumbs up and don't be a